Hey, what's up guys? New York Niles here, and I'm here with a possible new series. Depending on how you guys like it, how much love it gets, etc. But basically what we're going to be doing, I have a bunch of new players on my team, a total of 10, and they're going to compete for a starting job. Over a series of maybe 5 games, maybe if you guys like it I'll do more. We'll see whoever gets the best stats, and whoever does, there's, a variety of positions, whoever does the best job in his respective position will then be on my starting team. And there are all the way from like 73 to 99. So the players are Colin Kaepernick, Curtis Martin, Chris Johnson, Des Bryant, Cordell Patterson, Jason Witten, Martellus Bennett, Star Lotulelei, Bacarvis Mingo, and D. Milner. And in this game, I'm going to kind of implement a new commentary style, more like a broadcaster, Mr. Hurricane type style. So let's get right on into it. We will start this game off with the St. Louis Rams kicking off to the Tennessee Titans, and C.J. Spiller is breaking tackles, is not fast enough to get into the end zone. The New York Giants were nice enough to lend the Rams their stadium, as the Rams stadium is going under construction, and oh! It seems that the Titans have took the early lead with that throw. Here, Colin Kaepernick rolls out, runs out of the pocket, makes one miss, breaks a tackle, and goes down about 17 yards. So he drops back again. Colin Kaepernick's back. The blocking's pretty nice. There's 2 QB spies. The rush is in, and Des Bryant finds Des Bryant for an open 32 yards. Then hands it off to Des Bryant. Des Bryant doesn't get much on the play, actually loses 1 to 2 yards on the play. Finds Cordell Patterson for the easy slant route. Then he is nano-blitzed. He is sacked. Now, max coverage. Plenty of time in the pocket, and how was that not a touchdown? Cordell Patterson should have had that grab. He did have the grab, actually. He should have been in the end zone. Terrible throw there by Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman drops back. Derek Johnson drops the open pick, but Rod Woodson makes up for it with the huge pick that could put this team in the lead. And Jason Witten comes down with the amazing catch. I can't believe he came up with that one. Martellus Bennett here squeezes in between the defenders. Didn't have the speed to get away. Great play overall. Curtis Marty Marr runs up the middle. Couldn't get it in. Then, Des Bryant drops the easy catch. There, Cordell Patterson. The Rams have gotten it in and scored their first touchdown of this game. So then the Titans have the ball. The kickoff is over. The Titans have the ball. Throw it down to Vernon Davis for a couple yards, and then he is sacked. That is Mean Joe Green with the sack on Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman drops back, throws it to Vernon Davis again. Vernon Davis seems to be getting a lot of love as we see Vernon Davis again. They have to figure out how the middle linebacker is not covering Vernon Davis. Here there's a small route to Reggie Wayne to get about 10 yards, and they throw the screen, and the blocking is perfect, and Rod Woodson cannot get the tackle, so Colin Kaepernick drops back. The Titans scored on that play. Colin Kaepernick drops back and sees Jerry Rice for the easy throw, easy rollout throw. Curtis Martin trying to break tackles, but just can't get through. This defensive line is being nasty this game. Throws the comeback curl route to Jerry Rice, and he ends up dropping the ball. So the Rams decide to punt the ball off, and here we are. And fumble! Seems that they were not able to pick up that ball. They seem to have the initiative. They seem to be almost positive be able to pick that up. They were not able to. The Titans got their hands on it first. So we'll see what the Titans can do with it. Lawrence Taylor's being Rover, trying to pick off the routes that Derek Johnson's having trouble covering Vernon Davis, and it's an obvious screen setup, and he makes about 15 yards on the play, so Titans call timeout. Sitting on the 50-yard line, dropping back in the pocket, not too much pressure, throw it. Dick Lane gets the tip. Troy Aikman drops back again, throws it away. Wide open receiver, and he falls out of bounds. Rams were lucky on that play. Then, and they get a fumble. Oh, and they had the initiative again. They had the first guy, but they miss, and then the Titans get the ball after that. They end up taking a field goal after that. So the Rams get the ball. Or do they take a field? No, they do not take a field goal. I'm sorry. That was it. And then, here we go. Colin Kaepernick drops back with the Rams. Rolling out, and he's sacked for the big loss. Von Miller gets in there for the second time this game. Colin Kaepernick's getting nervous being this close to the end zone, throws to a not very open Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant could have caught that, but didn't put in the effort as Markevius Mingo does not get the tackle. But Colin Kaepernick throws the pick to Deion Sanders. Rod Woodson gets a stop here on the play. Luckily doesn't get a first down, throws a screen. Rod Woodson misses another tackle, spins away, and Sandcastle gets the stop. First and goal on the 5-yard line. Troy Aikman drops back, and he's sacked by Deacon Jones. That's his second sack of the day. Now here, Derek Johnson could have had the easy pick. There's an obvious screen set up here. Derek Johnson should have been in there. Then he makes up for it with the huge hit. Should have dropped that, but held on to it. Then they took a field goal. Colin Kaepernick drops back and then he's rolling out. Cannot outrun Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis caught up with him. Then the sack gets in immediately. That is Connor Barwin on that sack. That is his first tackle, first sack of the game. Lawrence Taylor here gets his fourth tackle of the game, I believe. And Derek Johnson gets his sixth already. Seems he's having a great day, as he is also a new player on my team, but he's a definite. And Lawrence Taylor makes the huge pick. I don't know how he read that. Must be one of the smartest men on earth, or whoever was controlling him. His brain, the brain of operations. Then Colin Kaepernick runs away from the pocket and makes two misses, but throws it away. Could have had an open hole for a touchdown. Didn't want to risk it. I don't blame him. I don't know how he squeezes it in here to Martellus Bennett. So he seems Martellus Bennett's getting a lot of receptions. And he's trying to throw it, and Colin Kaepernick runs it in for the only rushing touchdown this game. He is having a great game, and Rod Woodson lays the lumber on Julio Cajones, and somehow Reggie Wayne comes up with that catch over Leon Sandcastle. Does a screen again. It seems they are working a lot, and it gives him into the end zone. Probably his third touchdown off of a screen. And he throws it here to Jerry Rice, and Rod Woodson makes the great play. Curtis Marty Marr gets the handoff, doesn't get too far, only gets 6 yards on the play. Throw a screen to Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson's on the field, and he makes a huge play. Look at that getaway speed. Don't know how that wasn't a touchdown. And Curtis Martin's back on the field and doesn't get anything going. Seems like Curtis Martin not having the best game. Colin Kaepernick rolls out, tries to throw it away, gets it off, and throws it right into the defender's face just to mock him. And then he throws the interception, threw it to Cordarrelle Patterson. Cordarrelle Patterson couldn't get the ball, wasn't a very good throw. Markevius Mingo couldn't get the thing, and look at that lineman got hurt on that play. And we throw the ball, he throws the ball, and Rod Woodson, forced tackle, Leon Sandcastle picks it up, doesn't pick it up. He should have had that one. That's the third fumble fail of this game. And then we get another fumble, and Star Lotulelei picks it up. The first fumble recovery of this game. Star Lotulelei somehow picks it up. We've had 3 fumbles already. All three of them, we've had the initiative. We've had the first guy. They keep missing it. Star Lotulelei ends up with it this time. Quick throw to Martellus Bennett. Colin Kaepernick does a play action. Has a chance to get back in this game, but throws a pick right to Rod Woodson as Martellus Bennett comes up with the tackle. So, they hand it up the middle to, I believe that was C.J. Spillett. And then he gets sacked. Troy Aikman gets sacked on the play, and Rod Woodson calling that timeout, making sure he has time to make something happen. If D. Milner should have had that pick, comes up with it, doesn't come down with it. He gets up, tips the ball, great play, kind of saved the drive here, and we still have a chance to be in this game. Enough time to get down the field and maybe score a touchdown as we throw to Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant is jogging through the middle of the field. Doesn't even try. I'd say he's the diva of this team, not even trying. He's the Randy Moss, and somehow Julio Jones blows the coverage. No one even near him. Could have been Reggie Wayne, not sure. Sorry if I didn't really see that. And then Dez Bryant goes deep, goes up, goes up, gets the ball, can't come down with it, doesn't have the catching. There's another drop pass on the day. Goes to Dez Bryant, and he catches it and drops it again. That'll be the game, folks. We don't come out with it. All these new rookies, none of them really had a spectacular day. Lutulele had the fumble recovery. Colin Kaepernick had a decent rushing game. That's basically it. No one really. D. Milner had one tip ball. Not really too good. So a generally not productive day for these rookies. No one really spectacular. No one showing out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Matthew Niles signing out as the live commentator of this NFL football game. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. Then we'll get right on into these stats, the passing stats on the screen. As you can see, Colin Kaepernick was a 46.6 QB rating, 11 completions on 25 attempts for 205 yards, 44 completion percentage. He had a touchdown and 4 interceptions. Only 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions. That is a really bad TD interception ratio. But he got a lot of yards, so he was generally productive, but mainly he just got a lot of rushing yards. So we're right into those rushing stats. Curtis Martin, 5 attempts for 14 yards, 2.8 average per carry, which is terrible. He got no touchdowns and only 4 yards after the first hit. So he was basically unproductive, but Colin Kaepernick, 3 attempts for 33 yards, averaging 11 yards per carry, with the only rushing touchdown and 5 yards after the hit. So he was trucking people. So then, we'll get right into those receiving stats, with Martellus Bennett with 3 receptions for 63 yards. He averaged 21 per reception, with 11 yards after catch. Cordarrelle Patterson, on the other hand, also got 3 receptions, 38 yards, averaged 12.6 per reception, but the only receiving touchdown. Then we have Dez Bryant, who had 1 reception for 32 yards and 8 but he had 3 drops. That is no bueno, not okay, really unproductive this game. So we jump right into Chris Johnson, who also had 1 reception for 25 yards and 29 He had more receiving yards than my starting halfback. So we jump right into defense, who is generally unproductive. We have Star Lotulelei with 1 tackle, D. Milner with 1 tackle. Both of them only had 1 tackle. No one else had a tackle but Jarvis Mingo. None of them had anything. But the Star Lotulelei, the difference is Star Lotulelei had 1 fumble recovery. After all that madness, all those fumbles, no one picking them up, everyone going stupid, Star Lotulelei was able to get his hands on one, which could have almost changed the game if I wasn't stupid. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, and have a nice